Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Synthwave Hangout, episode 44, I believe. I really need to start looking at this right before I go on. As some of you know, it's just a hectic mess behind the scenes right before the show. If anyone, has been a guest before, which I know some people in the chat have, it is definitely a last-minute operation with something always being forgotten. But as always, I am Memory Design.
And I'm Woren from Windows, and I just want to say, Dave, your body is looking pretty good in that last pic I saw, like a Greek statue or something.
Oh, Dom, thank you. That's really, really nice of you to say. I have been thinking about working out a lot, and I think the focusing on that is really starting to make a huge change. What do you think about that?
Yeah, something you're doing is working.
All right, okay. I have to confess something. That isn't really Dom talking. Okay, you got me. I tried my best, but I don't think I can carry that on through the whole show. And the reality is Dom is running a little bit late today, and he is going to be jumping on the minute he gets in. But sorry to fool anyone. I didn't mean to ruin your day, but he will be here very soon. But in the meantime, it's funny, I was trying to think about this just for a second. I tried to call this show Where in the World is Dominic San Diego, which I thought one or two people might find funny, but it wouldn't fit in the title, so here we are. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a little bit more music until he comes in, which is cool because we got a lot to go on today. I have it on the screen also, but just remember that the show is moving to Saturdays starting October 4th. And that means next week it's going to be the normal time, Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Central here. And then that following week it won't be Tuesdays. It'll be on that Saturday for the first time, same time, 10 a.m. Central. So, so we're going to move on. Hopefully Don will be here when we come back. Just waiting by the phone here. Move on. The very first song is the amazing new release from Drumwave called Looks That Kill, featuring Justin Klunk. Oh my god, and we're already back. Yeah, normally it's Dominic that is half out of it when the song ends, but I was definitely into that. I'm a really big fan of Perfect Female Types, and I'm really glad that he's with us. And as Craig always says, talking about the block and everything, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So I got a message from Dominic, and he lied to me. He said he would be here in 10 minutes, which is already up. So we'll all have to give him a really hard time when he arrives. But I can tell you a funny story real quick. Many of you know that the reason we're changing the show is because I recently changed jobs. And so I started yesterday, my first day. And I'm, kind of nervous, and I have to, like, dress kind of nice now to go to this. So I'm wearing, like, a button-down shirt. I'm, like, driving to work. And I'm driving down this stretch of road real close to where I'm going, and I hear this huge bang, and all of a sudden I notice that my entire back windshield is just totally shattered. So, of course, I'm like, okay, great start to, is this an omen or whatever? Is this the show gods getting angry at me because I had to change the show to another day for this job? But, so I'm just holding my breath because the window is shattered, but it's still in one piece. It's totally, like everything is just shattered, but it's like holding together. And so I'm, driving real slow, trying not to go over bumps or whatever. I luckily make it in to the parking lot. I pull into like a back lot thing, and I very, very carefully open the door. And the second, I don't know if it's the pressure inside or something, the second I open the door, the whole window just collapses right inside the car. So thank God I was able to make it. My fear was, of course, that it would just go all over the road behind the car behind me, and that wouldn't be a thing I wanted to do. So I started the whole first day of my new job vacuuming out the glass out of my back of my car. So I don't know. It turned out okay, but kind of a funny tale, I guess, at the end of the day, and an expensive tale, unfortunately. I'm just looking at the chat. What's up, Wages of Synth from Chicago? I'm from Chicago too, and so is Future Past Radio. So that's pretty cool to have another Chicago person here. Appreciate you stopping in. So I haven't heard from Dom yet, but hopefully he'll pop in a second. I can take this opportunity though to say that our friend Nick Rickson is going to be on KZL live after this show at noon, and I believe it's a live interview. So if you typically check that out, make sure you don't miss it today because he will be on there. Alex Lightspeed is asking, why did it break? I forgot to mention that part. So it's kind of funny. What I've figured out is the connector that there's a connector on either side to the back window for the defroster. And I noticed that when it broke, one of the connectors had the glass, firmly glued to it with the thermal paste or whatnot. And the other one had no glass on it whatsoever, and the casing around it was all melted. So my only thing I can think of is that paste had worn away, so it was just a burning hot, piece of metal on the corner of the glass. And when I defrosted the window and was driving, a little bit with it, it just splattered, the whole window from there. And that is the right area. That is the exact area where it popped out and shattered everything. So that must have been it. So whatever, it's you roll with the punches, I guess you could say. But so hopefully Dom's here by the end of this next block. I appreciate everyone popping in. See Nacho Wave has come in. Alex Lightspeed, I already said hi to, but I'm glad you are here as well. And we will be back after this next block. Hopefully with Dom as well. Talk to everyone soon.
Now hold me tight. I'm standing on the edge of fright. Maybe now nothing will come to me tonight. I'm still young. No one will care if I should die. So hold me tight. Please don't ask me why. Please don't ask me why. Please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. Please don't let
In the future, machines taking control. In the future, machines taking control. In the future, machines taking control.
And we're back. And the day has been saved because somebody has arrived. Hello?
Who?
Hello?
Who?
Hello?
Tell me who.
Yeah, I did a absolutely spot on impression of you earlier on the show.
Did you?
I had everybody fooled, I think. Yeah, you were saying some
Wow.
real nice things about me. So
I always do, though, don't I?
not like this.
Oh, wow. It's the things you want to hear. I understand.
Right. So yes,
I had a hell of a morning this morning, man, trying to get everybody around. My youngest called me from school and was like, "Daddy, I got a tummy ache." And I go, "Do you for real?" Like that.
Right.
And then she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Okay." And then I go to pick her up and she's got a smile on her face. And I'm like, okay, maybe she's just happy to see me. Maybe
man.
she's not feeling well.
No,
right?
she's not happy
And
to
then
see
we're
you.
at the doctor. So she found out real quick we had to go to the dentist with her older sister. And she had to sit in the dentist's office with me. And then slowly but surely, she just wanted to go back to school.
Right.
Shocking.
My daughter's done that too. Like, come home and then at the end of the day, it's like an hour left of school, and she's like, "Can I go back to school?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Nope, you made your choice,
You
kid.
made your choice.
Right, I was gonna do that same thing, and then I was like, you can go back. It's fine. Like, it's not even like halfway through the morning yet. Like, go for it.
Yeah, that would make sense if it was early, but my daughter did it at like 2 p.m., right? And I'm like, "No, you're committed to this now."
Well, it was also convenient that I had to go back to drop off Amelia, my oldest. So it was like,
Yes, that is very convenient. Absolutely. Yeah, it's funny, like, I'm so used to doing the show with somebody else that when it came on, I was just like, "Oh God, what do I do?"
right, what do I do?
What do
Hi,
I say?
everybody. That's
Right.
great.
I'm just going through my receipts, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, I bought groceries yesterday. Ooh, good deal on this product."
Tell you about my last week. All right?
Right. All right. No, I just shared my story about my car window, which was just bananas. I couldn't
That
believe
is
that happened.
bananas, dude. I still think it's bananas. Like, when you said rear window, I was thinking.
Oh,
like,
I forgot to
passenger
say.
rear.
I forgot to say I was on the phone with you when it happened. That was part that I left out. Yeah, Dom
Yeah,
just heard
we were
this
talking,
huge
and then I
pop.
was like,
Dom's like, "Did you just get shot?" I'm like,
yeah, I was so
did I?"
confused. I'm like, because he said it was like a small hole in the window, and I'm like, dude, and like immediately I went to like doom and gloom. I'm sorry for him.
No, and I'm like, are we on a journey together now that we'll always remember? Right.
He's like, I'm fine, and then he just looks down and he's like, I'm not fine.
Right, exactly. No, but appreciated you helping me through that thing. If anyone's ever been on the phone when something shocking happens with somebody, it just totally ruins your conversation. And then it was just like me being quiet and like assessing, and Dom being like,
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on?"
What's happening? I'm like, that's kind of crazy. It's still nuts. But yeah, no, and then I'm still like I didn't even realize that there was a thermal paste on that thing. Like that I didn't know. Is that something you're supposed to like regularly?
No, I don't
change,
know.
Or was that like a fluke? Like, I'm so confused by that.
I don't know. Maybe Alex Lightspeed can weigh in on this because he's the car person.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you
Speak up, Alec.
but maybe he'll let us know if that's a thing or not. But
It's like now joining us just now, Alex Lightspeed.
right, just hops
Comes
on.
in.
Actually, it's not a thermal paste. It's more of a conductive, thing. like great, thanks, man. Appreciate that. So we played your song earlier, the Sleepless Nights one, and
Oh, you played the track already?
yeah, played the track already. I made sure to do it when you weren't here, so that you couldn't.
Everyone hated it, right?
Yeah, actually, we had 150 people at that point. Actually, it was actually
okay.
the best
And
show
then-
we ever had. And
I hope you cut it short.
right, well, I cut it off halfway through, and I said, "Oh, it's pretty much all the same from here," and then we just moved
Yeah, right.
on.
It pretty much just keeps going like this the whole time. So
Then I
no
just
big
played
deal.
Drumwave, and everyone came back in, so it was good. Like what we expected.
Yeah, it's about exactly.
Everything we expected. So we're flying through this. We're flying through this playlist because I didn't have anyone to talk to, so I was just kind of like talking to myself and answering people in the chat and everything. Oh, he came up. He said it shouldn't wear out. It's like a conductive glue.
Did you hold on before you read that, and Alex, also same question before you typed it? Did you also push your glasses up?
Oh, that's a good question.
You're like, actually,
right. Cracked knuckles is what I would expect too, or head shaking, like tisk. tisk
Yeah.
tisk. Look at these
Like
people.
a sigh.
Right.
Like, you dumb person. You.
Right. What I was saying is I've been kind of flying through this stuff, which is good because I wanted to play some people in the chat. We won't be able to hit everybody, because we are on a time, limit.
Well,
but
just
I've
so
added
you
some
know,
people in.
we do want to hit everybody, though.
We're gonna try, but yeah,
We're going to try to hit you all.
Right. Dom is gonna try to personally hit everyone in the chat when he comes
Yeah,
out.
that's my life goal now, is to hit everybody in the chat now.
Right. That's it. That's what we want to do.
Here it comes. That's all I got.
Right.
You get 2 if you flinch, by the way.
Right. You get 2 if you flinch. Right. Right. It's like you say that and you're like, I don't know why my kid wanted to go back to school. It's very weird.
Makes no sense.
What a
I
weird
don't understand.
connection. What a weird connection.
They love that game, they told me.
What is Harpy Hero saying? Hit me with my rhythm stick? Jesus. So yeah, oh shoot, I had something I was gonna ask you. Any quick updates before we go on to the next block of anything you got coming out? Soon.
Yeah, I have next week. I'm gonna be releasing the second single off of the album, and I have some other things in the works right now that they're not finished, but when they are getting close, I'll announce those.
How close are they coming?
I have some collaborations coming up. I don't, like I said, you know me, I'm just waiting for it to be like officially, like mostly done. But I would say they're about like 80%.
Nice. Yeah, no, I'm just doing that thing where I push you when I know you don't want to talk about it. You
That's
know what
totally
I'm saying?
fine. I don't mind it.
I have this.
I'm an expert reflector, okay?
I have a litany of things I need to get you back for over these past 44
I'll be like,
shows.
so how's that album coming along there, Dave?
Yeah, right. No, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you because, as you know, I like to do the one album a year and then re-release the album I did last year. That seems to be the way that I function.
This is the way. Yeah.
Right.
That's good.
So
it's a good idea.
Right. So sometime within this decade, my album will be out. Is maybe what I'll say.
Yeah,
That's what I should be
believe it.
going forward.
Yeah, I believe that.
Before I leave this earth, the album will be out. Is what I should say. I'm trying to give myself the lowest bar possible here.
What he's trying to say is he's moving to Mars.
Right. Well, that was what I was dancing around. So I appreciate that, of course.
Yep. We've been saving up for a while. We got ourselves a timeshare. And,
Right. Exactly.
So in August, the first 2 weeks of August will not be available because we'll be on Mars.
Right, we'll be on Mars.
In our timeshare.
I'm looking forward to you terraforming Mars right before my eyes pop out of my head.
Yeah.
That would be.
Well, I mean, it is a rare form of magic. I gotta be honest.
Right.
I've been studying it for years. Now you know my secret.
I do.
I'm a terraformer.
But speaking of people in the chat, we got 3 songs up from people that are actually in the chat right now. So let's move on to those, and then we'll come back after. All right. Talk to you soon. Oh my god, I did it again. Before you got on, I was zoned out to perfect female type, and then I was right there, zoned out to Suzuka, and then this song of yours comes on, and it's like an alarm clock going off.
Dude, I mean, it's because Suzuka is the man. Hey, there he is in the chat. There we go.
But it's
hey,
funny.
he's the man, dude. Honestly, like I was so, like I remember I saw him. I remember seeing him in the show before when we first started doing the show a while back, and then I saw like his artwork, and then I didn't even put together that he was a musician on top of it. Okay?
Oh yeah.
So like I was like, oh, he's doing all this cool artwork, and then one day I look at and I finally realized it clicked when I saw it in his. And because I'm dumb sometimes, and I don't even look at like people's like bios. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've done
I'm
that
just like,
too.
oh, cool.
Like I've been talking with people, and I don't even realize they're artists, and then I'm like,
Right, yeah.
oops, sorry. You
Yeah,
know?
right. Oops, yeah. So I clicked it and listened to it, and then I was like, man, I'm like, all right, like this is some solid stuff. And then I look over, and he's from Michigan. And I'm like, get out of here, dude.
right. So you just like the layers of like feeling dumb just pile up, right? And then you find out he's
Right,
your,
yeah, I'm
he's
like,
your
this
next
is
door
me.
neighbor, and
I
you
mean,
find
like,
out you've been friends with him for like 10 years, and you find
Yeah,
out
right. It's like my one of my friends that never
Right.
told me he made music or something, and like.
Right, right.
Dude, we've been friends forever. I've told you about this before. And you didn't
Right, I've
say
told
anything.
you about this 30 times in the past 2 months, and you're
Right.
like, I have no memory of it.
Right, exactly. No, he, dude, he's talented.
Excuse me.
That's all I gotta say. Talented. Like, check out his art, check out his music. Give him some love.
Yeah, let's feature him
Okay.
again in the future too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because it's some solid stuff, man.
It's so funny. Alex must be reading his mind. He says, are you playing tracks from artists in the audience? Yes, we are. I've got some stuff queued up. I was looking through your stuff, and I don't know what song of yours to play, so if you have a suggestion, throw it in the chat. I'd be interested. Also, I'm just going to pick my old favorites of Alex's.
Also, I know that he told me not to worry about it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. If you saw that opening video thing that I made in Blender, where it like zooms in and all that other stuff, he did the final filtering for me because I couldn't get like the good fuzziness that I really wanted.
Oh,
And
okay.
he did that for me.
That was him.
So yeah, that was him that put on that like nice little filter in the end that made it like very like old school PlayStation. And
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
That looks amazing.
yeah.
Huh,
So
interesting.
I just figured I might as well just say it because I don't want him to not get credit for that because I really do think that it gave it that little final aesthetic that it really needed.
Right. So, so you did it all yourself, right? You are Suzuka, is what you're saying?
Yeah, right. I am
It's
Suzuka. Right? No, I'm not. It's just very awesome coincidence that we're both from like the same little area, and it's just a really cool coincidence. But yeah.
Alex is saying the future past. Why can't I find that? Am I missing something
I don't know.
here?
Yeah, I mean, you should just link it to him in what is it, Instagram or something. There we go. Suzuka's there he is. Suzuka's actually Windows.
Right.
There we go.
Hello, my name is Windows.
I'm just the mouthpiece. That's what it is.
Right. Wait, it's really Suzuka, Windows, and Woren. Right?
Yeah, right.
It's all the same.
We're all the same person.
And then everyone finds out that you are also really memory design. And
There you go.
I purposely did a bad impression of you just to throw everyone off. This is total inception.
I've been throwing my voice and doing vocal acting this entire time.
Oh, Alex was making a joke. I'm here looking through all of my Alex Lightspeed stuff, being like, I don't remember that song. What is wrong with that? I'm like rooting through everything to help him out.
I don't know this track. You did not make a track called that.
And I'm just envisioning him sitting there being like, that's fine. I thought we were friends. I guess you don't know anything
Yeah,
about
I thought you
me.
knew all the name of my tracks, like every one of them by heart.
Right. I thought you knew everything. So
That's why the oddest question is when somebody's like, "So what's your favorite track that I've ever made?" I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't pay attention to name.
right.
The one that I like, That's where I feel like I'm really old. You know what I mean? When that happens, like I'm just like, the one that I like. It's that one that it's got the thing that goes up and down. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Right. I do. Now he's telling me to look for some remix that I don't see either. Okay, we'll have to figure this out. The whole show can't be me.
You're throwing Dave off.
Right. I'm trying to get all this stuff, and I can't. Alex, DM me a link to that, just so I can end my cognitive nightmare that's going on here.
I still think that he's still messing with you, but that's
he might be. Who knows?
Part. And I'm enjoying every little bit of it, by the way.
Oh no, I know you love that, and that's why I've got so much. You've got so much. I mean, I have so much stuff to hit you back on. I mean, if I ever find
I deserve it. I fully
it
deserve it. Yeah, I expect it. I fully deserve it.
Right. But we'll see. I'm too polite, but then maybe I'll just get you in these very weird, like subtle ways that are passive aggressive. Right, like something.
I did perpetuate you can't hear your bass joke, for like weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That was awesome. I
that
appreciate that.
was amazing.
No, that stuff did help me though. The that and the drum stuff too. It was
now it's just like all bass and
it's
drums.
all bass and drums, and everyone's just being polite. I gotcha.
The side chain is like extra heavy.
Right, exactly. See, man, you know what I'm talking about. That's why we get along so well.
Like, yeah, it's like, I like your music, but it kind of makes me a little nauseous.
right. Yeah, this is Nauseous Wave. I don't know if you've heard of that before.
This is my new Nauseous Wave album I'm putting out.
Right, we promote it really hard just so like music elites think they have to like it. And they're like,
the album's spelled vomit, but you keep calling it vomit. You know what I mean? The whole time.
Yeah.
It's vomit.
You can buy the special physical edition of it. It comes in a bucket, right?
Right.
It's just all this merch. Yeah. See, we got
in a vomit bucket.
In a vomit bucket. We got a whole thing going now. We may be dropping viewers like flies after vomit, but we're having fun.
Just like the vomit.
We're having fun for sure. So speaking of vomit, no, I'm just kidding. I almost said speaking of vomit.
Yeah,
let's
move
on.
I got one of your tracks coming up.
I got a track coming up. No, I would never say that. But we're good. Let's see. I'm gonna run out of music here. I mean, I guess I can just start playing anything. But
you could. I mean, you have that free will to do that.
No, I have to only follow the routine. It cannot change. And we can never.
What you don't know is that we have a secret producer that has a gun to Dave's head all the time.
Right. No, it's just Dan looking at me nodding with giant eyes. He's like, do it, do it.
You're gonna do it right?
You're gonna do it right. Right. Asking me to talk. He's like, mention Neutron Dreams. Do it. Right.
Say it.
No, he would never do that. Never. All right, Alex is still messing with me. I don't know.
Just stop reading it.
My whole game has been thrown off.
Vom Wave. There we go.
Vom Wave. Right. Craig Packman coming in with the final. And now he's got the hashtag. It's already trending. I see. Oh my God. It's now #1 on Bandcamp trending. That's amazing.
That's right. Yeah, get out your Vame bags.
Right. We are really the trendsetters that we think we are. You just say something and it just explodes into the world.
We are cool.
Right. Yeah, we are cool. So speaking of cool, here's a good transition. Let's move on to the next block because I've got an older song by Light Source he recommended that I'm excited to share, and then some other stuff and a new 6mix6 in there as well. So
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Right. All right. Let's move on. Then we'll come back and continue our Vom Wave discussion after.
Excellent. I can't wait.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
ready for the ride. A journey through time, where galaxies collide under infinite skies. Give me a night I can't forget, 'cause I'm not ready to land. Everyone is getting wet. There's a party in my time machine. Let's do it all over again. Give me a night I won't regret. We're past the present plan. Everyone is getting
And we're back. And see, this is why I love this music and love this community. It's just like that last block's a perfect example. Just like excellent track after excellent track. And I'm amazed every time that the music is always so good. Like every day, it's like Christmas morning for me. I'm like, oh, wow, this song is really, really good. I don't know. I'm very appreciative of all these artists and people that put the time in.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man.
Yeah, it is. It's confusing to me, but also exciting. I don't know. I'm really happy to be part of the scene and to have met so many amazing people. And damn, these people make some amazing music.
I agree, man. Like I said, there's times where I'm just sitting here, like you said, just zoned out listening to it. I don't even know what I'm like.
Right.
I get very immersed into it.
Yeah. Who knows? I can't wait to hear what all of these people we just played come up with next. I know that Arcade Beach has something coming out. I may or may not have heard some of that already, and I think everyone will be very excited to hear what I've heard. It's another excellent banger, and Bending Grid's got his double vinyl coming out. Well, it's going to be announced on the 22nd, I believe, of September. So that is coming out up, and a double CD as well. And very excited about that. I mean, there's a lot of really fun stuff coming up. And then, we're getting into Halloween time, right? Which is always excellent in the synthwave scene. Lots of, one-off Halloween tunes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm really excited. I was thinking about this year maybe actually trying to do some kind of Halloween themed thing. I don't know. We'll see.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
A Halloween, like, vaporwave?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because, last year I did the Christmas one.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Remember that one? And then
we made the animation of the two Santas rolling on the Arizona iced tea can. But I screwed it up. I screwed it up, and I played the version where we didn't superimpose the Arizona iced tea can. Do you remember?
We didn't do that, and if you remember, it was when I bounced it out for some reason, it was off beat. Like it was on beat when I made it, and then when I bounced it out, it was like slightly off beat, and the whole time I was like cringing.
It was the perfect.
Everyone's like, "This is really good." I'm like, "Don't be nice."
Right. Well, it was the perfect representation of our show, especially back then, right? Right. It's like everything is just off and wrong. Everything's off. It somehow works, but everything is just awful. So I don't know. Perfect. Oh yeah, Dan just reminded me. Death by Synth, that compilation is coming out again from the fourth one, I believe. Now is coming out from Retro Synth, and people on and off the label as well. So it's a huge mix of people. So yeah, that'll be very interesting to see what happens.
Yep.
And who's going to be on that. I've seen some of the list of people, and there's some really good artists on that. I know there's going to be some last minute people in, but that is open, like I said, to people off the label. So if you're interested, go to the retrosynthrecords.com website, and there's a link there to submit your track. I'm trying to look at who we still have here in the chat. Sorry, people are going to have to hang tight because it's kind of an off-the-rails show today, which I like to do every now and then. We don't always do this, but every so often if we can play people that are the people in the chat and who come and do all this kind of stuff, I'm always very happy to do so. Because without them, the show wouldn't exist. Plus, all the music is really good, which is also a benefit. We're very lucky that everybody in the chat is an excellent musician. And
seriously, we do appreciate it. We appreciate everybody popping in and saying hi and, hanging out with us and, putting up with us every week.
Yeah, absolutely. It warms my heart that people show up at all. And the fact that there's a lot of people that stay for the full 2 hours as well. That's really cool. Yeah, Dan was saying his show is always going off the rails. Yeah, I learned it from him that, it doesn't always have to be regimented and planned out, right? It can just be off the cuff. But on my end, It is just madness. I've got 37 tabs open because I got to get all the links going and everything. And I'm frantically typing out stuff and putting it in, trying to locate all this music.
Games.
Right, you're over there eating a full Thanksgiving meal, waiting for me to come back on. And I'm sweating and shaking, and I'm I gotta hold on. Oh, can you send me that link? You're nah, I'm busy.
Yeah, no, I got things going on. I'm busy.
Right, you're like, it's gravy time right now,
You
right?
can't. You know that. You know what time it is. You know it's the green.
Right, you know it's gravy time. It's 11:30. You never interrupt gravy time.
My daily gravy.
Right. Speaking of gravy, how's that? How's that for a transition? That's all
I love it.
gravy? Isn't that a saying?
Yeah. It was. Maybe when we were younger.
I was never cool, so I didn't know the sayings.
I'm hip. I'm cool.
So speaking of gravy, we got a half hour left in the show. We got a few more tracks to go through. So let's hit those real quick and then see where we're at after this.
That reminds me, I got to hit everybody. All right.
Yeah, if you could start driving right now. You got
I'm
a
on
few
it.
locations to hit. I got your flight
Everyone
plan.
can just walk out to the end of their driveway, so I
Right.
can make this easy.
I got your flight plan to Europe too.
Drive-by hitting.
That leaves in about 5 minutes. So because you had only 30 minutes left in the show.
That's fine. I'm on it.
So, oh, Lunar Chris 1 just showed up. What's up, dude?
Don't worry. Bye. Yeah.
Well, Tom's gone. He's on the plane. All right, let's move on. We got one from Alex Lightspeed up next, followed by a new special. Actually, no, I'm going to switch this around. We got a new special preview from Brandon McCool, a brand new song that's not out yet that he's letting me premiere. So I want to play that, followed by Alex Lightspeed, and then a surprise third. So we'll see you after this next block.
It's the JC Penney Back to School sale. Because when you gotta go to school, you gotta go. So go in style to the head of the class. In sweater vest, that's 25% off. The point is, you gotta look sharp. And you gotta have these sneaks to pass the test. So hurry up and don't be slow. Because when you gotta go to school, you gotta go.
And we're back again. And I wanted to find something I could play, and I've played the one track that Miami Dan has out under that name. I've played that so many times, and I never feature myself ever. So I figured it would be a great way to show some
two birds with one stone.
Well,
you should feature yourself more often, man.
And show off some of Dan's talent, but also put myself in it at some point too. So it was a win-win. No, don't worry about that. When the new album comes out, I'm sure there'll be more features, and then you will be in that position of being like, oh, another one, cool. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna love it.
I love this one.
I'm gonna love it.
I love this one.
Always love it.
It's great. Oh yeah, I like that repeating part. Cool.
I mean, it goes on like that. It's like the next,
right,
it's fine.
Exactly.
The rest of it is fine.
Right, I gotta be one of those songs where I have literally like a 2-minute loop and you're just waiting for something to happen in the middle, and then nothing happens, and it just goes back, and I'm just like looking at you like with like enormous eyes, and like my hands clenched. You love it, Mike. You love it, right?
You like love it, right?
Right. And then like I call you during the day, and I'm like, you're listening to it in your car with your kids, right? Do they love it?
You've been playing it, correct?
Right. All right, I ask you for an Excel spreadsheet we can share where I can chart, or you can chart.
Turn the song on and just stare at the person like the whole time.
Right, just like nodding. Right?
Yeah, I always want to do that to my wife, like mess with her, like turn it on and just stare at her going, huh?
Right, do you hear the bleep bloop?
Good, right?
Do you hear how it sounds like you're underwater?
Did you hear how it changed? Did you see the one note I changed there? Did you hear that?
See how it
I'll
goes?
rewind it. Hold on, one second.
Right, you play it again, it's like here, it's like doot, doot, doot. Instead of just doot, doot, doot.
Did you hear that? It was slightly offbeat.
Right, but that part to you has to represent some enormous emotional event in your life.
Yeah,
like that lifted me up. Like when I, saved that orphanage full of children when it was on fire, or something.
You remember when we got our dog, right? It was
right.
The first day we got it.
Right, exactly.
I put the note. You don't hear the jingling of the the collar. That's what that is.
Right. That's what it is, and it's really just like a sine wave or something. But in your head, It's just a massive thing that's like so important.
You don't hear it. It's a G. It's in G.
It's a G. That's right. Oh man, so we have 10 minutes until the end of the show. I appreciate you jumping on halfway through. I know this morning was kind of sucky for you, so I appreciate you definitely.
Yeah, that's all right.
Definitely doing that.
Yeah, no problem. It is our show. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you every time you're here because the show's a lot more fun to do with somebody. And I remember like when
because he likes me.
I remember I started this out, solo. And there's not a lot to say in between, right? I mean, like I know there's people that do solo shows, and you talk about the song for a minute and you go on. But I wanted there to be more talking, and then when you said you wanted to be on, and I didn't really want it, and then you sent over all that money, and then I wanted it more.
Well, I was like, remember, I have all this dirty stuff on you.
Right.
Like, if you don't want me to release it, then you better have me on the show.
Right, exactly. You have all those bro country albums that I made, just waiting to release, and like
shirtless.
Right, shirtless on the cover with an acoustic guitar, sitting on a hay bale. Absolutely.
That's right.
I mean, so I'm glad that
oversized cowboy hat on.
Right. Like the massive, it's as wide as the barn, and I'm just looking really serious. Yeah, whatever, But
I mean, it was just, probably the greatest work ever made.
Everyone was doing it back in 2023, right? That was
the
big thing.
It was the country movement. I remember.
I had to think for a minute what year it was during that conversation. On playback, you'll hear like, it's on 2020. Hold on a second. You hear a bunch of pages turning.
Redacted.
Right, 3. So, CPAC says bro country wave. That's right. No, don't make that a thing. That we don't need.
Please don't.
It's infiltrating everything. We don't need that
and we're already losing viewers. All right.
Right. It is. It's dropping. It's dropping down. It looks like a big water slide.
Play a song quick.
Right. Well, again, for people that are fans of Nick Rickson, he's going to be on Karin's show on Night Ride FM, which is on at noon, right when our
awesome.
You're right. So make sure you tune that in. It's a live show, live interview, and it's Karin's new format. So definitely check it out. It's sorry, one sec.
Nope.
I keep getting these calls. Sorry, I don't mean to derail the show. No, I
you
keep
should just
getting
answer
these
the phone and be like,
calls.
stop calling me. Just scream right in.
The country code is 65, and then the next is 0. I mean, that can't be real, right? Right. It's one of the artists. It's like Neon Shards calling me. Right? He's like, play the song again.
Play the song.
Play another one of my songs. Or something like that. But, so I think, if we want to be done at noon, this is actually our goodbye time right now. Because we only have 9 minutes left.
We love you all. Thank you for all, being here every week to listen to us rant and rave and ramble and, all that other stuff. We really do appreciate it.
Craig is calling me on Instagram right now.
Excellent.
I love Craig so much.
Put him on. No,
right. Yeah, so yeah, appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you, Dom. I couldn't do this without you, and thank you for being flexible and moving the show to Saturday as well. Not next week.
It's no worries.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Yes, and we'll bother everyone endlessly about that. But
Yes.
but yeah, so that's it for me. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And Dom, I'll talk to you soon.
For sure. Love you guys. Be nice to each other. Love
All
you.
right, later, everyone.